Good evening. Welcome to Vibin with Ashley Live. I'm your host, Ashley Live, and tonight is episode 196 of my show. I am so very excited to welcome back my guest, Powerhouse singer-songwriter Arei Moon. Now, Arei has been on this show 3 other times on Vibin with Ashley Live. She was featured on episode 49, episode 140, and episode 179. Arei is a powerhouse vocalist who has been singing for most of her life. She earned a golden ticket on season 15 of American Idol and finished in the top 17 on season 18 of The Voice. Arei's latest single, Easy, was released yesterday. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this weekend. Arei is in the house, and whenever she's ready, girl, come on in. We're going to get this party started. So much new music that Arei has dropped in 2023, and thank you guys so much for joining us, and it's going to be a fun night. It's always so much fun when Arei comes on my show. Hello, hello. I'm just pinning her comment. Hello, how are you, Arei?
Good, I'm doing good.
So excited for you to come on this show. This is your 4th time on my show. Can you believe it?
I know. Super cool.
I know. I love having you on the show. I always feel like when you're on the show, we cover so much. I mean, your career has taken off so much since the last time we chatted. I mean, you've had a killer 2023 so far.
I'm trying. I'm out here trying.
We see you. So you released Trailblazer in April, Spaceship in May, and then yesterday, surprise, Easy came out.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Really good because, I've been sitting on this music for over a year. And it's nice to finally have other people other than just like myself and a few 5 others hear it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get it out and get it to the world where it needs to be.
Yes. This music is all so amazing. And I feel like these 3 songs, they're so different from each other, right?
Yeah.
So let's break down each of these songs so people know the creative process. They understand all the behind the scenes that happened when it comes to creating these songs. Cool?
Sounds good.
So let's start with Trailblazer, since that came out in April. What was the inspiration behind that one?
So Trailblazer, last May, I went to Los Angeles and I linked up with producers Scott Bruzenek, who goes by Noise Castle on Instagram, and Tommy Parker. And we're just like listening to some beats in the studio, and we're like, oh, like, what can we do to this? And then I came up with like a melody, and I was like, oh, I want to talk about how like being a woman who, has her own business and is doing stuff on her own, like what type of man would she look for? And in my own experience, me and my husband, we I feel like we complement each other well because we both have our own thing going on. And so Trailblazer is basically talking about having somebody who is going to trailblaze through life, who's an innovator, who, thinks outside of the box, who is going to bring you up and uplift you and still give you all of the things you would still need in a relationship. The long-winded way to explain where Trailblazer came from. And then I loved, whenever I think of the word Trailblazer, I don't know why, I always immediately think of like Western old films or like, what's that game we used to play? I was just talking about it. Don't worry, I'm trying to think of. There was like this country Western game I used to play when I was a kid, like in 5th grade. It was like a Oregon Trail. Yes. That's what it was called. Yeah. Like I used to play that on the computer. It just kind of gave me that vibe. So I was like, that's what I want the video to be. And then my people just found it and made it happen.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about the music video because I loved it. And I was like, I wonder where the Western theme came from. And your husband makes an appearance in the video as well.
Yeah. He's the star of the show.
Yeah. So talk to me about the whole Western thing, about it, any behind the scenes things that happened on the video shoot.
So for that specifically, I knew I wanted a Western theme. I was like, my little vision board was like Wild Wild West, you know, Will Smith. I love that steampunk Western vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was going for. My videographer and his team and I had talked about finding like a place, and they were like, we're not going to find a place like that in Florida. But they still looked anyways, and my videographer within an hour found this place just an hour outside of where we live.
Really?
And yeah, and it was like this man named Les. He has a whole ranch called Dry Creek that he built himself to film a country western TV show. And I guess the TV show didn't end up taking off, so he just rents out the little country. Like, it literally has a sheriff's office. It has like stagecoaches and an old church, and like it was so spot on.
Yeah.
I can't believe we found it. And then it just went from there. I was like, I want dancers and horses, and and it all came together.
Yes, that's so cool. Also, it's awesome that it was only an hour away from you, because you think of like when I watched the video, I was like, I wonder where she filmed it. I was thinking maybe you had to fly out west somewhere to find one of those like
right, my own backyard.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Very cool. So talk to me about, like, you have this dance sequence and like you look absolutely stunning in the costume. So talk about that.
Thank you. So I knew I wanted dancers. So I reached out to somebody that I knew that danced. We were like in the same circle. Now we're like friends, and she's going to be dancing in my next video. Yeah. But I reached out to her. I was like, hey, I really want to do a dance to this. She was like, oh, I love the song. I can do this easy. And we're like, let's add one more dancer just to make, you know, how it looks. Yeah. And I was super nervous because I'm not a dancer. Like, I've been a cheerleader my whole life, you know? So I like have very stiff moves and stuff, but they broke it down. I practiced it. One of my best friends, he's a dancer, so he was practicing with me. And then we just did it, and I told him to piece together the best parts that looked good. Yeah. And that's where that all came in, but it worked out seamlessly. Yeah, I think it came out amazing. And even though you said you are not a dancer, you look like one. Thanks. I was trying. You girl. Thank you. So then Spaceship came out last month. So you posted a pretty cool video of you and your crew, like in the studio. What did you enjoy most about writing and recording this song? So I like that the guys had so much fun putting that song together. Like, if you listen to it, yeah. I feel like Spaceship is the kind of song that, like, every time you listen to it, you find something else that you're like, oh my God, that's so cool. Because you have all the guys, like, in the back hyped up. Like, you can hear them, like, yeah, let's go, like, having fun. Yeah. And then, like, they did all the claps, you know, they played all the instruments. Mm-hmm. They have, like, their little doo-doo-doo-doos, their gang vocals and all that. I thought it was, I don't know, Spaceship might be one of my favorite songs. Yeah. And I'm hoping it ends up in a movie somewhere, because it's such a fun song, and it was fun making it. Like, we were all smiles and laughing, and like it was just a good time. Yeah. I could definitely see that in a movie, like in a club scene or just like background, like like if somebody's walking down the street, like I could hear that playing, and you know what I mean? It gives me like Trolls vibes. Yeah. Like the whole Trolls, that'd be real cool. Yeah, like Smurfs, or like one of those types of, I don't know who puts those movies on, but I think it's, if you're listening, I think it's the Pixar people, isn't it? Maybe. Or DreamWorks, I think, actually. Somebody. Have to do some research and find out. But the thing is, like these songs need to be, like, more people need to know about these songs. Yeah, agreed. It's weird talking about my own songs like that, but like these guys really went in on this project. Yeah. And not just for me, but for them too. Like, I need this music to pop off. Like, yeah. immediately.
Yeah. Like, we need for people to hear it. We need radio stations to pick it up. We need people to add it to their playlist and talk. And just like people, you know, because you know the
all that.
you know, like TikTok and stuff. And when something pops, like, there's artists out there that nobody knew who they were a couple months ago, and then all of a sudden they have that one song that pops.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, where did this person come from? And so,
yeah, where
like,
did it come from?
We need to manifest this for you.
Mm-hmm. Speaking it into existence. Everything else has been spoken into existence. Yeah. So why can't this?
No, you're very big into the power of manifestation.
Yeah.
It's very big for you.
Yes. Every day.
So
gotta stay consistent.
So talk about why you manifest things.
I just think that when you manifest things, I don't really feel like I feel like some people get kind of delusional about manifesting. Yeah. I don't think it's a matter of like manifesting something and saying like, oh, I want this, and then you just like wait for it to come to you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like when you're manifesting something, it's like your reminder to tell yourself every day, like, what you want, what you deserve, what you think you can have. And in doing that, your mind is already making you go after those things, you know?
Yeah.
You get a little more consistent, or you start to make better relationships, or you start to be more aware. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I think that's where the power of manifesting really lies. Not in the delusion of just being like, oh yeah, I'm rich, and then just sitting down like, yeah, you know?
Totally. So when you manifest, do you do it during a specific time of day? Do you do it in the mirror? Do you write it? Like, did you mention something about a vision board earlier as well?
I did make a vision board like this year. Mm-hmm. It's like on the backdrop of my computer and my phone. Mm-hmm. Oh, my best friend's in here. I just saw her. But it's like, I have a journal that I write in every night, and basically the 5 core things that are, you know, what I'm really going after, I write those down. I fill a page writing those down over and over. And then, you know, like, I talk to God about what is happening in my life. What can I do to change things, my circumstances, you know, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. God is good, I guess. That's where it all comes from. That's my little routine, my nightly routine.
Yeah. And I think it's important for people to hear that, right? Mm-hmm. Because when you speak positive things to yourself every day, it's one of those things. Like, they say sometimes that we are very hard on ourselves, and sometimes we think these really crazy things that you would like never speak out loud, you would never say to your best friend. So it's like, you gotta talk positive to yourself, and it's that goodness in your whole being. Yes, definitely.
100% agree.
Love it. So then yesterday you surprised all of us.
Yeah.
So, okay, why was it like a surprise? What was it about, like, the surprise element?
Okay, so the surprise came from being overwhelmed. So I had planned to drop Easy on June 9th from like 2 months ago. Like, I submitted it 2 months ago. Yeah. And Mark's in here. Sorry, I got distracted. And I, you know, Spaceship came out, and then I was like trying to create content for Spaceship. But then, you know, like, TikTok and Instagram are kind of weird right now. It's like, you post something, you put so much work and time into making a video and posting it just for it to get like the bare minimum of views. So it kind of put me in a rut to where I really wasn't planning stuff. Mm-hmm. And so then I was like, wait, I still need to give Spaceship some like push. So I pushed Spaceship up until Easy yesterday, and then I was just like, surprise. There's a song, and I've never done like a surprise song, and I was also curious to see how it would do if in this moment of me building a fan base, I wanted to see if this would be better for people to actually stream it when it's already out versus telling people to pre-save,
Yeah.
and then when it comes out, they forget.
Right.
You know, because people aren't on their music things all the time. Music platforms all the time to get reminders. And if you're like me, my phone's on Do Not Disturb like all day. So I don't get notifications to begin with sometimes.
Yes. No, I think people need to prioritize Do Not Disturb because it's important for just well-being and mental health.
Yeah.
To be like, listen, I will text you back, but I don't want to be bothered most of the time.
Right. Exactly. It like gives me anxiety sometimes, especially when like multiple people are trying to like have a conversation with me at once.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna back up.
Yeah. And it's like sometimes when you're in a zone and your phone's just going off with like Instagram notifications and like group texts and people calling.
Yes.
It's just like so annoying after a while, and you want to be like in that zone and stay as focused as you possibly can. And I think for your mental health and everybody who's watching, hopefully you understand what Do Not Disturb means.
Yes.
You do. But also what I noticed, I think it was like a month or so ago, you have this setting on Instagram where you have Do Not Disturb on Instagram as well. Yeah.
I do? Yeah. Oh. I wonder if it like connects with my phone.
I don't know, because I was like
at like a certain time.
I was like,
I like that.
You know what?
Not Instagram reading me and like hooking it up.
I was so confused. I'm like, first off, you can do Not Disturb on Instagram, and then I like went into the settings and I did it because you had it, so you probably didn't even know.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. I love that. Look at that. Instagram just knew what I needed and just hooked it up. I love it.
We need to protect our peace, and I feel like sometimes people think with our phones on us, it's like, oh, you know, Arei, you're doing this and you're doing that, and I saw you just post this TikTok, so I know you have your phone on you. And it's like, no, you gotta come.
Yeah, I schedule those things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to circle back on TikTok, right? Because TikTok is one of these things that we know we need to do. We put all this effort into it, right? And it just like, sometimes it doesn't pop off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. It's annoying because it's just like, I literally will post something and now I'll like watch it for like every 5 minutes. Like, what's happening? Like, oh my gosh, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, forget it. I'm not doing this. And then I go MIA, and then when I come back, it's like you have to build the momentum again.
Exactly. Yeah. TikTok is,
and that's more work.
You need to keep like building and building and building and building. And it's like, how much is too much? Like, do you see what I'm eating for breakfast? Or like, do you want to like, or should I just post the content I'm supposed to be posting?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get in my head a lot. I'm like, what if people think like it's weird?
Honestly.
Now at this point, I don't care. If you think I'm weird, then go somewhere else.
Yeah, and
I don't know what to tell you.
As an artist, right, and as your fan base, people want to know what you're doing. Like, for instance, if like you went on a bike ride today, like people are into that because then it kind of normalizes who you are, and people are like, oh yeah, like that's cool that she did that. Or
yeah,
I know that you sometimes go to Disney. That's cool.
Often.
Yeah, like, because the thing is, not all of us are like live in Florida that have access to that. But that's a cool thing. Like, there are literally people who build their entire like social presence of like, oh, here's what I ate at a day in Disney. And I'm like, oh my God, people love that.
Yeah. Right? I tried that once. It didn't work out. I tried to rate like a crab dish and like 5 people saw it.
But Disney is cool. It's one of those things that's like, some people have been and some people haven't, but it's always one of those things that there's new rides popping up and there's like all this cool stuff happening.
Yeah, I love Disney so much. I'm like a Disney adult, 1000%.
So, it's so fun though. Like, it's one of those places you can just like let yourself get lost.
Yeah.
And rock out.
Yeah.
So you posted a video because iconic music producer Rodney Jergens actually gave you advice on Easy. So how did you guys link up? How did this all happen for you?
So it was super random. So I think the last time we talked, I was telling you about how I had met my business partner and we had started the label, right? So at that time, that's when he got the camp. But just so turns out that Rodney had booked the studio above us in the studio. And like he was out in the foyer. I don't know what you call that. Like,
yeah,
the outside area. And so we were talking. He was like, oh yeah, like I've heard some of your stuff, like cool. He's like, I would love to like hear some more. And I was like, yeah, we're like, whenever you get a chance, come into our session. We're just in the A room. I think that's what it was called. And he was like, all right, cool. And in my head, I'm like, he's not gonna come in here. Like, he's just being nice. And so then he comes in, and we had just finished, like, completed everything we were laying down for the song. Yeah. And he was listening to it, and he really loved the fact that we had a bridge in the song. And then he was talking to the producers and the writers, and he was like, this is what you guys can do here. And then obviously it was an experience because they traveled from LA to come in Orlando and stay for 2 weeks. And, you know, we're all just coming up. We're all trying to make it. And then you have this guy that we all grew up on.
Yeah.
Coming in and then making comments on your music. Like, I cried when I recorded Easy. I cried at the end of it because it was the first song of the camp. And as soon as the guys came in, they were like really pushing me to use my creative side. So they were like, we just want you to like hum some melodies and, you know, like get a foundation down. And then I did it. And then they used the melody that I had come up with. And then the fact that he was in there listening to that, and that I had just been a part of like my first song of my camp, I was super emotional and I cried. And I was like, I'm not crying because of you, but I'm really happy you're here. You know, like when you say something and then you're like immediately like, why did I say that? And then for the next 5 years, you think about it every week and just like want to hide in a hole. Like, that's how it's been.
But I think it's really cool that you guys just happen to be at the studio at the same time, and the universe works in very cool ways. And like, say, hey, you know, I definitely like, I would like to hear some of your music. And then for him to deliver on that, because you're right, a lot of people talk a lot of smack and don't really back up what they say. I mean, you know, right? And so for him to actually like to have that video that you posted and him to be there and give you feedback has got to just be like, wait, is this happening? Is this real life?
Yeah.
Right.
And what's crazy is when we were listening to that, obviously that's something you remember, but like in the moment when I was posting it, I was like going through all the footage of that time, and I was like, what can I post with this? You know, and then I was like, oh snap, wait, Dark Child was in there with us. Like, I'm gonna post that.
Yeah.
So it was, I don't know, it's a cool experience. It's not an experience that everybody gets to do.
Right.
And he was super nice. He was openly giving advice, like questions we had, he was answering them. And not everyone you come across in the industry is like that. So it was nice.
Love that you had that opportunity. I think that's so amazing. You guys need to work together. That would be amazing.
I know. One day we'll speak it.
We're speaking it because he already delivered on his promise. It's like he knew who you are. It's not like you're just a random person that just DM'd him. Like, so it's kind of just like, let's work off of that.
Yeah, I was definitely like one of those fangirls. Like when he came into the session, I was like, oh my gosh, I love Right There by Brandy. And I love, like, I was just like, Say My Name. And I was like going through all these songs that he's done, like throwbacks. Like, girl, say something current.
You're like, the throwbacks, that's where it's at.
Yeah, it is. Tony Braxton. I mean, it's just like the list goes on and on till this day. Like,
yeah. Like, I'm so happy that you were able to have an experience like that, just because then it kind of motivates you and reaffirms, like, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm in the right place with the right people.
Right.
If something like that can happen to me.
Yeah.
Love it.
Craziness.
Yes. So with 3 recent releases, talk about experimenting with different styles and themes in your music.
I'm glad you asked. So in August, I have a song called Weather that's coming out. And it is going to give like a little bit of my culture. So my family's from Cape Verde, West Africa. And so we have like our own kind of like traditional music and stuff. And my family and their friends are always like, when are you going to do Cape Verdean music? Like, we want to hear Cape Verdean music. And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable enough. Like, my accent when I speak the language is so funny to them that it's made me insecure in speaking or singing it. Like, you know, so I asked the producers to put a little bit of like Cape Verdean flair in it. And I'm super excited about it. Like, I just got the cover art back and it's so perfect. Yeah, I can't wait. We're going to do a video to that one too. And that one is going to be all women with dancers. I'll say that much.
Wait, and this is coming out in August?
In August.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited about it. I feel like that's going to be another one of my favorites just because, like, it's me.
Right.
It's my culture. It's, you know, a representation of my background. Yeah. Still in the vibe of, you know, the genre I love to do. Yeah. So, you know, islandy. We'll see.
And I love when artists talk about their culture and bring their culture into music. Like, I think it's so important because it's you and it's an extension of you. And then people are like, oh, that's really cool. I've never heard anything like that. Right. And then people are like, yeah, people in the chat love this. They're just like putting up all these emojis. So
I know all my friends. They're all in here supporting. I love that. That makes me happy.
Yeah. I mean, we love when you drop new music, but like now knowing that there's going to be a project coming out so close to who you are and you've been wanting to say this and have people hear this for a while. Yeah. And it's right around the corner.
I know, finally. Oh my gosh.
So awesome. Because August, I mean, what? We're in June. August is quickly approaching. It's going to be here.
I know. Yeah. Ronnie, stop. I can't rap.
So, Arei, for all the beautiful people watching this right now, how can they support you as an artist?
I'm glad you asked that too. It's free 99 to share when I post. Stream my music, share it with a friend, share it on your own page, make a video. I don't know, just come through.
Yeah.
Come through. I promise you will enjoy the music because it's that good.
Add it to your Spotify playlist, share it with your
all of that.
Like, I saw something the other day. You can actually request songs, Alexa, and say like, "Hey Alexa, play Arei Moon, easy." And
she doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. No, like every time I ask her to say, it's like I try to pronounce my name differently to see if she'll pick it up. She just does not get it. Like Alexa does not rock with me at all.
What?
She's mad rude. She always plays somebody else that look. And she's over there lighting up too. Like,
the thing is with Alexa, it scares me a little bit. It makes life easier, but it also scares me because she knows a lot about what we're talking about.
I know, and she randomly answers sometimes, and it's
You're
like,
girl, I was not talking to you.
I didn't even say anything that sounded like your name. Relax.
Right. I feel like she's listening to this conversation that we're having, and she's gonna talk some smack after it's over.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's like lighting up yellow right now. Like she's getting angry.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so we're in June 2023. I feel like I need to say it because I've known you for such a long time, and this is the first time you've been on my show, and I feel like anytime you're on my show, we talk about like what's coming up next and all that good stuff. So, what do you have coming up in these next couple months?
Okay, so other than weather coming up in August, I've been dabbling into the musical theater world. I just started. I had my first audition in May, and I booked a role as Michelle on Dreamgirls here in Orlando. It's at the Garden Theater in Winter Garden, Florida.
Amazing.
And it is being put on by Victory Productions. And it's crazy because it's a lot of work. I just started rehearsals this week, and I had some other commitments that I was trying to balance. So I spent the majority of the week with my voice gone. I'm convinced that the cast is like, can this girl even sing? Because what's happening here? When I tell you, every single person in that cast is like top tier talent. It's unbelievable. Like, just getting to listen to them, it's so hard. It's not what I expected at all. The first day I came home and I was like, do you really want to do this? Because this sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
But every day it gets easier and more fun. I feel like I'm starting to open up a little bit more. Hopefully I can like get in the swing of things, because I feel like such a newbie, like learning all the lingo and all the stuff. But I feel like people are gonna be wowed by the show. I hope I can just keep up. I hope I can keep up. That's all I want.
You will be fine. I know it's a lot right now, but that's absolutely amazing news. I'm so excited for you. That's so cool.
That's the first secret.
Wait, so have you announced this publicly yet or no?
Kind of. Like, I posted my name tag the other day.
Okay.
But I haven't like made a post about it yet. So
that's so cool though.
We'll see. We'll see.
I feel like musical theater is one of those things. It's not just like singing. Like, you are using your mind, body, and spirit, like physical things, remembering lines, remembering songs. Like, there's just so much that goes into it. And it's, you know, once you get it down and you practice and you do all these things, like, it will become second nature to you because you'll know what you're doing. But yeah,
I hope so.
You'll be fine. You will be fine. So
hopefully the next time I'm on here, I'm not telling you about how I like quit musical theater altogether because I couldn't do it.
So when's the show happening?
So we just started rehearsals this week, and our opening is July 7th. Oh. Tickets are already on sale. And I'm not going to say the website because I already forgot what the website is and I don't want to get it wrong.
No worries.
But I will put the link in my bio. So if anybody wants to come out to Winter Garden, Florida, and wants to come see the show, you can get the tickets at the link in my bio.
Amazing. So how long does the show run for?
It will run until August 18th, I believe.
Wow. So you start July.
Yeah, right around the corner. It's like 2 weeks of rehearsal. When they said that, I was like,
oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah, you have a very short time frame to like get it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The next couple of weeks for you are going to be crazy.
Yeah, and it's a singy play.
Yeah.
Musical. It's like big songs in there.
Oh, yes.
I get chills every day in rehearsal. Like, every day, multiple times a day. It's crazy.
That's good though. That's
yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for just it all to come together.
It's so good.
Can't wait for it to be the talk of the town.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So did you audition? Did they come to you? How did it all work out?
So I recently met like some people that were in like a different field of music, I guess. More of like the production side of music. Mm-hmm. And they have all been so encouraging. Like, it's weird because I feel like they believe in me more than I believe in myself. Mm-hmm. And so it's been really great being around them. And I've been around them consistently now. And one of them reached out to me and was like, hey, there's a production of Dreamgirls happening. I really think you should audition. I had never seen Dreamgirls before. I heard about it, but I've never seen it. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, sure. Like, you guys keep telling me to audition for stuff. Yeah. So might as well start now. And so I went and I auditioned, and I thought that I didn't get the part because while I was there auditioning, they were like calling other people like to come back. Like, I was waiting to get picked up. So I was watching other people get like callbacks and stuff. And I'm like taking my phone off, do not disturb. Like, maybe they just forgot me. And then, nope, I went home. And my husband was like, oh, so how did it go? I was like, I don't think I got it. And all it took was him asking me that question for me to break down in tears because I thought I didn't get it. So I was like, I studied and I memorized the lines, and I worked hard on the song for 2 whole days. Like, that's not even, that's nothing. But this is my complaining process. And I'm complaining, and like as I'm crying, like, you know, like looking at my phone, I get an email and it's like, oh, offer for Dreamgirls, and I'm just like, oh, I did. I got it.
Wow.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Go from thinking it didn't go well to actually getting it, and you're just like,
Yeah.
different emotions. You're like, no, this isn't happening for me. Oh, wait, it is happening.
Yeah, and I went in there super nervous. Like, I walked out of the audition like, dang, I jacked that up. I was like, I could have did better.
But they loved you and you got the parts.
Yes. So hopefully I can pull through for everybody.
Will be fine. You will be fine. The thing is, they gave you the part because they know how amazing you are. Just like everybody watching this knows how amazing you are.
Thanks. Like, they've all been super encouraging too. Like, yeah. I legit thought going into musical theater was going to be hella dramatic. I thought there was going to be like sass and drama everywhere. But everybody is super encouraging. Yeah. They're super talented. They're super uplifting. Like, seems like everybody gets along. I don't know. It's a really cool experience. So. Yeah.
And to be in a new environment like that is so cool for you. It puts you out of your comfort zone. You meet all these amazing, like, people, and like you said, it's very uplifting. People are encouraging, and it's cool to be with a group of people that like are really doing it like that, right? It's around amazing people.
Yeah, it pushes you forward. It inspires you. You know, makes you want to try new things. I mean, the people I was with just a couple months ago are the ones that inspired me to try to get into this side of entertainment. And I'm having fun so far.
Yes, that is amazing news. I'm so excited for you because I know you're gonna rock it. Like,
thank you.
Like, now it's just about like doing everything you need to do to make sure it's amazing.
Yeah,
love it. Do you have anything?
Yes. So in September, I will be moving. As long as everything goes through correctly, I'll be moving to Paris.
Seriously?
Yes. Yes. To play Nala in Lion King.
No way.
At Disneyland Paris. Yeah.
Oh.
So I auditioned for them around the same time.
Oh my! I just got chills through my whole body. Oh my!
I know. I'm super excited about it.
No way. So do people know about this, or is this like this is just like an exclusive?
Yeah, I haven't said anything. I don't even know when I'll like make a official like post on my page about it. But I was like, I'm gonna tell her, actually. I'm gonna tell her.
Gosh, I am so excited for you.
Me too. I'm nervous and excited because it's like going through hide me in your suitcase. It's like I'm gonna be in a whole other country. You know, I've been like a long time ago. So as an adult, it's gonna be my first time. Yeah. Out there, so I'm really excited. I don't know, I'm like starting to learn French. Like, me and my husband go on Duolingo. Yay! We practice words and stuff. I'm excited for the dogs to be like Parisian dogs.
Yes.
Might have like a French themed going away party or something.
Yeah. Wait, so tell me how this opportunity came about, because this is another massive opportunity for you.
So those same people that I was with a couple months ago were like, you need an audition for Lion King. And I was like, I tried like years ago and I didn't get it. Yeah. And they were like, and one of them was like, oh, well, there's one for Disneyland Paris. You should audition for that. And I was like, okay, I might as well try. Like, the worst thing they're going to say is no. At this point, I've heard so many no's, like, whatever. Yeah. So I went and I auditioned, and I was like, again, all the people that auditioned were so good. So I was like, there's no way. And then a week later, I got an email like, hey, we want to offer you the role of Nala, and you move to Paris for, it's either 7 or 8 months. Wow. But it's like almost a year.
That's amazing.
So we're gonna be exploring Europe and learning, and I want to like get in touch with some like big European house EDM type of producers, maybe, because I've always wanted to. You know, like, have you ever heard Zara Larson's music? I've always liked her stuff, and it's fun to do. So I would like to, I don't know, get in touch and even meet up with some producers overseas, because the goal is to be global, international. So wherever I can dabble.
Yeah, I think it's going to be amazing for you, especially when you're over there, right? You're in a new city. You're going to meet a lot of amazing people. And all these people you're going to meet with and be like, oh, I know this person. We should connect here and this and this and this. And it's going to be so amazing, because you're right. This is your first step to being international, because you are moving to Paris. Like, that's just so incredible.
And it's right around the corner, too. It's like
I am so
2 months away.
Wait, George is on here. That would be crazy dope to collab while you're there. LFG.
I love George.
Yeah, like, so amazing. And you're right. I feel like dance culture and house music and all that, you think of like the people over there and some of the music over there that's more dance and new disco oriented, right? It hasn't really, you hear it in the States, but it is hot over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fun. And they have, I just saw this movie recently. I didn't know it was a real thing. What was it called, Dre? With Will Ferrell. He's like, it's like a big European contest. Yes. I just saw that. It's a real competition. Like, big time production. Like, they put money behind that. I would love to hop in there. I wonder what it takes to do something like that.
It's amazing. Yeah, I didn't know about Eurovision until someone told me. Actually, you know what? Maneskin. You know the Maneskin, Beggin', the song.
Yes, yeah.
So they won Eurovision.
Really? That's crazy.
You think of all these international performers, right? And we only live in the U.S., so we cross over to the U.S., we wouldn't know who they are. Like, there's people that are popping in Australia and New Zealand and certain parts, like certain other countries, and nobody knows who they are in the U.S. Yeah. It's wild, right?
I know, it's crazy. And it's just like, the world is so beautiful. I feel like I sound like such a hippie right now, but the world's so beautiful. And to be stuck in one country or place and never go out and explore it is just like, I get like people don't have the luxury to do that, but if you do, like, take that chance, because there's so much more to the world. It's not just us, you know? And I don't know. I feel like there would be a lot of peace if people understood like all the different types of things that happen everywhere else, and different types of people and cultures and foods, and I don't like everything. There's people are like in their little bubble. I feel like so many people are like in their little bubble that they forget that there's a whole world out there of, like, talk about aliens. Like, just there's so much you don't even know in your own planet. Like, before we even start talking about outside of here, you know?
Yeah, but I think it's really powerful what you said about, like, when you're in one bubble, like, you need to take opportunities that come up, right? Like, somebody said to you, hey, audition for Dreamgirls. Somebody said, hey, you should audition for Lion King. And you're like, okay, like, I'm just going to do it, right? And you didn't know, like, you didn't know if you were going to get it. You got both of them.
Right. I know, that's even crazier.
Wild, because, like, okay, so say you didn't get either of them, and you just be like, okay, on to the next thing, like, whatever. But you literally went for two different things, and like, here you go. Like, this is gonna be such an incredible year for you.
Yeah,
like, it's already it's already so amazing. Like, you just released all these singles, but like, now it's gonna be bigger and better with Dreamgirls, with Paris, and all the things.
I know. I'm excited to add brand new things to my resume. I don't know. I'm just it's all of this acting world and musical theater world is so brand new, and it's so hard.
It is.
I feel like people don't get that. Even I didn't. I saw my first Broadway in New York last week. I got to see JoJo in Moulin Rouge.
She's so amazing.
Girl.
I love JoJo. I saw Lovers and Friends back in Vegas a couple weeks ago. She is insane.
Yeah, I don't get it, but
she's amazing.
I was up there clapping with like watery eyes, like, I love
Yeah, she's incredible, and I'm so happy, like, because she absolutely rocks it.
Yeah.
I haven't,
Yeah.
I've just heard amazing, amazing things.
It is. If you ever get to see it, like, go do it, because it was crazy. I was watching that and I was like, oh my gosh, there is so much that they had to learn when I was watching that. But I was so, like, in awe. It was just like the whole of New York was just a dazzling experience to me. But just seeing all that like be put into play, and the fact that like a whole group of people can come together, work together to make people entertained, is pretty dope.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. And I don't know, pretending to be somebody else is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because you're now in your own production, you understand there's production people, there's the mic people, there's the music people, there's all these people behind the scenes that like make this show what it is. And like I feel like, I mean, you were on The Voice, so you know there were so many producers and behind the scenes people and assistants, and there's so many people that actually make these shows what they are. Like, it's not just like the people you see on TV. It is literally, I don't know how many people were behind the stage on The Voice with you, but like I feel like tons, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's people everywhere.
But that's
right.
so run so seamlessly is because of all the work that all those people put in. And then you see the screen credits and you're like, wait, that many people are involved?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you. Like, seriously, I'm not.
Thank you.
You said that to me. I had chills through my whole body because I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. So happy.
Now you got an excuse to go to Paris, I guess.
I know. Oh my gosh. That is so amazing. So guys, if you didn't hear the announcement, do you want to say it again?
Yeah, I'm going to Paris. I feel like I'm going to Disneyland in Paris.
Absolutely incredible. And you're going to be there, what, 7 months, you said?
September until the end of March. So I'll say September to April. That's
wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hopefully I can come back with like a really cool accent or something.
Yeah.
Add a little pizzazz to my image.
Yep. So incredible. Well, that's all the time that we have for questions this evening. But guys, don't go anywhere because you're going to perform a quick song for us.
I am. I finally got my voice back yesterday night or this morning, so I'm excited. Ronnie said, bonjour. Make sure you say it with the French accent. Okay, it's a spaceship. 100% accent, 0% attitude. Okay, so this is Spaceship. We just started and go.
Just
rock out.
Do it up.
Let's get it. Let me put it in the beginning. I don't know why I always get nervous. I'm in my own house. Okay, here we go. Wait.
Battery 90%. Connected to Ariel's MacBook Pro and iPhone 16.
Not her giving my government. Okay, restart. There we go. We're back in business. We can start at the moon, but we can take it to the stars. Get another view of the galaxy, baby. I want to show you how far. Ain't no space between us when we're speeding. Take me up till we can see the light we're leaving. Just one trip to the stars will change your life, I feel it. You don't gotta make it complicated, yeah. I'm trying to leave it to the constellations, yeah. You don't need diamonds and pearls. You make me feel out of this world. Take off with me, baby. Count down to the basics. Way back to the haters. This love's like a spaceship. I go to Jupiter for fun. Settle in another universe, it's you and me, baby. Said I could go for either one. Ain't no space between us when we're speeding. Take me up till we can't see the light we're leaving. Just one trip to the stars will change your life. I feel it. So you don't gotta make it complicated, yeah. I'm trying to leave it to the compilations, yeah. You don't need diamonds and pearls. You make me feel out of this world. Take off with me, baby. Count down to the basics. Way back to the haters. This love's like a spaceship. Our stars align while we were drifting, baby. Rockets cruising up the stellar interstate. Out of body, atmospheric elevation. Floating on the clouds at heaven's gate. You don't need diamonds and pearls. You make me feel out of this world. Take off with me, baby. Count down to the basics. Way back to the haters. This love's like a spaceship. Guitar version play out. This is my guitar player, Jolie C. Yay! That's Spaceship on all platforms. Soon to be on a movie. Don't know which one yet, but one.
It's coming. It's coming. Yes, that was Spaceship. There were a couple comments that came through. Ronnie said, that bass line is funky. Love your voice. And George says, that voice control, though.
Thank you, guys.
Love you, Arei. Can I get an autograph?
I love them. They're so sweet. They always come through, too.
Thank you so much for hanging out with Arei and myself on Vibin with Ashley Live. Arei, I'm so excited for what's coming up. Like, I mean, we've been on this journey with you for such a long time, and now you have Dream Girls and Paris, and just, oh, I'm so excited for you.
Me too. I'm excited and nervous, but
Girl,
I believe everything will go great.
Rock it. It's going to be amazing. Rodney is going to come and see you.
Yeah.
I called him my first name because I feel like I know him now, but I don't.
I know, it's so weird. I never know, like, does he still go by Dark Child?
I don't know. No, I feel like it'd be weird if, like, I feel like I would feel weird if I called him that. Maybe you can call him that since you know him, but, like, I don't know.
I don't even know him like that. You know what I mean? Like,
but
I always feel weird saying that, but
you do, because he did speak to you and he came into the studio, so you know him better than a lot of people know him.
Hey, I'll take that. Facts. Big old facts.
If you don't already, please make sure to stream and buy the new single, Spaceship. We pinned a comment right here, Spaceship, and then Easy, that was released yesterday. They're out on all platforms. Arei, plug all your socials so people can follow you on this journey.
Yes, all of my socials are Arei Moon, just like how it's spelled in the pin comment, AREIMOON. And yeah, stay in touch and follow my stuff, follow the journey, because I'm gonna try to post a lot more since all of this is completely new. And there's a lot more music coming out this year. It's not just August. There's like 3 more, I think.
Oh my. Yay! Yay! That is so, so, so awesome, guys. If you don't already, please make sure to follow Arei. And if you're new here, my name's Ashley Live. This is Vibe with Ashley Live. Give us both a follow and have a great weekend. Be kind to each other, and we'll see you next time. Yes.
Have a good night.
Have a great week.
Sending love and prosperity vibes to everybody.
Yes, definitely. Bye, guys. Good night.